Hello everybody and welcome to my very first speed build in The Sims 4. So in today's video we're doing the old salt house apartments. So this is the where the old salt house used to be, and I based it off the building next door. Now I already built the exterior shell of the house because I had already kind of had my son living in it, and then kind of realized that I wanted to redo the apartments because basically each floor was an apartment and I thought that was too big. But I also wanted to film the build for you guys, so I filmed furnishing all of them. I was going to do this all in one part and then realized the length of the video was way too long for anyone to want to watch. So this is part 1 of 3. I basically split each floor into a different video. So yeah, the lobby, which is what I'm doing now, is pretty, I tried to make it like pretty glam and modern looking, and I used some custom content, you know, modded elevators so that I could actually get more than just one elevator on the lot. I'll leave a link down below of all the custom content and mods that I used in the description down below, because all of the windows and doors and things that I used in this build were all custom content as well, including these lights that I'm putting in. So like most of the build is custom content, so I'll be leaving that down below. If you would like me to completely redo this building without any custom content, leave a comment down below and let me know. And if you in future would prefer some like videos with zero custom content, so for my speed builds, if you would prefer that I left all of them without any custom content in them at all, then I can do that for you guys as well. I'll just go and disable all my mods and stuff before I build for you guys. But yeah, I will be leaving a link down below on this video and the other parts as well, with all the custom content that I used, and also the link to my origin. So basically the entire beginning of this video is just me mapping out the like floor plan of the house, apartments. So we've got 1 2-bedroom apartment on the right hand side, on well 3, so on every floor there's a big 2-bedroom apartment, and on the left hand side there is a 1-bedroom apartment. So 2 bed 2 bath on one side and 1 bed 1 bath on the other, and basically you can live in whichever apartment you'd like. My current household is living on the contemporary apartment side, which is on the 3rd floor, but you guys can pick whichever style you like and move your sim in there. And then on the other apartments, I've used the Discover University roommates function to move roommates in for those apartments. I'm kind of just trying to edit everything at the moment and just refine things before I start. And I also had a look at maybe some different doors for the front door, but I changed my mind and decided to keep it at that one, because that counts as an archway, so you can set your apartment door as the front door for the building so that you know when you have visitors. And because I use the tallest wall heights in these apartments, I added some windows over top of the doors just to kind of make it a little bit taller. Yeah, just to make it look better, I guess, is really the only way I can explain it. I made all the 2nd bedrooms in the bigger apartments into studies, because, you know, roommates can't have kids in the house, so there's no point in making a kid's bedroom, you know. But you know, if you move your Sims in, you can use it as a kid's bedroom if you'd like, or even a guest room or something, you know. but in the smaller apartment, the study is just kind of in the entryway. So just a basic like desk and computer like setup. Because the roommates need roommate function, they need like basic fun, they need all their basic needs met too, and they need some hobby and skill like things. But yeah, so now I'm going to start picking the styles for each of the floors. I'm just placing a couch so I know what style it is. We've got mid-century and industrial on the bottom floor. We have modern and French country on the second. And on the third floor we've got Cosmolux and contemporary. So we're starting with the mid-century apartment, which I am not sure why, because my brain is telling me this is apartment 2, so I don't know why we started building with apartment 2. But yeah. So the hobbies that I gave this apartment was knitting and cross-stitching or embroidery. And I didn't actually add it in this build part. I think I added it actually in like part 2 is when I actually went and added it, but you'll see it in the images later that we've got like the knitting and cross-stitching boxes in their bedroom. Now I want to point out that I do own all of the packs for The Sims 4 except for Journey to Batu. But you know, you don't have to own all the packs to download them. It will just come up with like you don't own all the packs that were used in this in this build, and it will delete any objects that you do not own. So for example, this kitchen is like all the counters and end cabinets are all Dream Home Decorator stuff. So if you don't own Dream Home Decorator, then you won't get these cabinets, and you won't get like the living room furniture and the study and the stuff and the walk-in wardrobes and stuff. And if you don't install the mods and custom content that I use, that will also be missing when you place the lot. That includes the tile that I used here in the kitchen, and I think actually the doors to enter the apartment, the doors to enter the building definitely is custom content, all the windows are, and the door to enter each apartment is custom, and I think the windows above the doors are custom content as well. And a lot of the paint that I use, like the grey paint on the walls in the apartments, that's also custom. Yeah, there's a lot of custom content, but yeah, definitely ask me in the comments if you would like me to do my build with my mods uninstalled. I don't know how I would kind of cope with that though, like a lot of my life is spent using custom content and mods. I couldn't live without it, but hey, if you guys want to see more builds that you can download, maybe on PC and stuff, in sorry, not PC, PS4 and Xbox, so without the custom content, then I will definitely do it. Just let me know down below if that's what you want to see in the future. But yeah, that was all for the kitchen, and now we're going to the dining room quickly, and then back over here for like the kind of computer area. I'm basically just adding a basic computer, desk, chair, a little bit of a lamp there, and some bookcases, so that they've got things to entertain them, or else they will move out. The roommates will move out. And I wanted to just add a little rocking chair because I thought it was cute. And I love fluffy rugs. You'll see that in this video. I love fluffy rugs. We're just going into the bedroom here in the first apartment that we're doing. I don't think this bed is very mid-century modern at all, but it came under the the tab for mid-century, so I don't think most of this apartment is mid-century. If you don't think that it's mid-century and you'd like me to... Basically, if I were to redo it, I wouldn't use the mid-century, like, style filter, because it, in my opinion, doesn't actually have very much mid-century modern items in it. They're more like contemporary than anything. Yeah, I don't think it's very mid-century, but look, I just follow what was on the little tabs, so like what was under the filter for mid-century. Some of them I went outside of the filter just because, like, you know, you can't clutter with just mid-century, you know, because it's not, you only get like 3-4 items, you know. And there was no mid-century fireplace, so just kind of, with a lot of it, just went with how I thought it looked, as close to mid-century as possible. Yeah, I don't know. If you think I should redo this apartment with actually making it look more mid-century modern than it does, let me know, and I will definitely do it. So that is the bedroom done, and I do later on add the knitting and embroidery kit thingies into that room. But here is the bathroom. Every level, like the layout and everything's the same. It's basically just like they've renovated their apartments to suit their own personal style. So like this one, the mid-century, yeah. All pretty basic, like just as long as they get their needs and everything met, they're happy. And the bottom floor, I wanted to add like as many curtains as possible because, you know, if you're living on like the ground floor of an apartment building, you'd just be worried that everyone can literally like see into your apartment. So you wouldn't want like your bathroom to not have curtains. Anyway, this is the industrial side, and this is kind of the most important side to me. Not because it's my favorite like style or anything, but because this is what inspired the entire building. I wanted to make almost like an apartment complex sort of a thing for my current household, just because I really wanted to try and use the industrial loft kit that we just got. But I felt like my sim wasn't an industrial loft kind of gal, and I thought it'd be cool if she lived in like an apartment, so I wanted to do, you know, make my own apartment building basically, and use the industrial loft kit in one of them, which I did here. I didn't use every single item from the kit because, to be fair, the filter is terrible, and for some reason, I don't know if they've fixed it in the patch update since then, but when I was building this, you couldn't filter out to the industrial loft kit. It came like on the base game, so yeah, I don't know what's going on there. Or maybe they did release it on base game, I don't know. I'm pretty sure I bought it, but yeah. Anyway, I wanted to add a little pantry to this kitchen because I thought it was cute. So that's what's next to the stove there. And every one of the big apartments on this side of the building has a little bar area, which you'll see just over to the right here in the second. Once I've done the dining room and stuff, I think I do the bar then. Because I just thought, you know, this dead space there, what should I add? And I thought it was pretty cute to add a little bar area. And I ended up doing that in all of those apartments. And I added some raw brick onto the exterior walls in the bedroom and study as well. And this is the industrial loft kit bed and some paintings behind it. I ended up changing the paintings out for ones that quote unquote the roommate made, end quote. Basically I got some paintings from the gallery and put them up in their apartment, and I gave them an easel as their hobby skill thing. And basically the paintings are meant to be ones that the roommate has painted and decorated their own place with. Now I made the bathroom for this apartment quite dark, and I genuinely don't know why I did that. But I think it looks cool. If it's too dark for you, then you're more than welcome to obviously change it. It's your game, go for it. So yeah, I hope you guys really like it, but yeah, it's a pretty simple bathroom. It's just dark, and I don't know why I thought, oh, industrial dark. Yeah, anyway, and I kind of tried to clutter a little bit. I don't know why I cluttered some apartments and not others. I think it kind of depended on how I was vibing with the space at the time. Because obviously if I'm not vibing with the space, I'm not gonna want to, like, add a whole lot of clutter and spend time worrying about cluttering the space if I don't like it, you know? And to be fair, unlike most, no, I really like all these apartments, but you know, some of them I was just not vibing with yet. Like, I love the space, I just wasn't vibing with the feel or, you know, the style, and it just wasn't my, it wasn't something that I felt like I was comfortable enough decorating, like intensely minute details decorating, you know? And you'll see there that I just added the easel as well. Yeah, and then I just kind of tried to find something else to fill in the space there, and that's when I went over to the gallery there and decided to add a painting set. And I will be hashtagging the creator of this painting set. When I upload it to the gallery, I'll just tag them in it, so you guys can go and have a look at more of their stuff. So basically I just go in and add a little more curtains to the apartment, and that's done for that one. Yeah, so I really hope you enjoyed that. Now we're just going to have a look at the pictures of all the apartments. Well, that just the bottom two, you know, the ones I just did. So, and you'll see in that picture there that they have their knitting and crocheting. No, not crocheting. The other one, cross stitching, in the room there. So yeah, this is the industrial side. I'm not sure how I feel about the lights, to be honest. I don't think it very matches it very well. Let me know in the comments down below if you want me to change the light fixtures to match the style in the apartments. I did for the French country one, but none of the other ones. But yeah, so that's all for today's video. This is some exterior shots, and you can see into the apartment, and some glitched windows, which happens in my game all the time, so get used to seeing that, guys. But yeah, so if you like this video, subscribe so you can see part 2 and 3.